Hey, what's up, everyone? Hopefully this image looks good. We are streaming right now with a new live stream camera. I bought myself a little Logitech stream camera, which should be filming this at a decent sound and also a decent image. And we're doing this from Starlink. Guys, what's up? Just let me pop this chat out here. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me all right? Mic check 1, 2. Are we good? Do you guys hear me? Hello? Nice. Wicked. So I actually tried to hook up this microphone and I just couldn't get it to stream onto it. I tried. I bought a new microphone for my cell phone for filming, and I thought I'd be able to plug this into my laptop and get really good quality. But apparently this wouldn't get on very good. And there's an option here for me to use the microphone in the new camera, but I don't know how to use it. Cruz is over there in the bush. Cruzy, what are you doing, buddy? Cruz. Sorry, guys. He has no interest whatsoever. Cruzy. Anyway, guys, I am at a camp. Let me get you guys set up here. I'm at a campground. And Bart, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Am I planning coming to the States? That's my biggest asked question on the channel. No. Maybe sometime, but not anytime soon. Yeah, guys, I'm at a campground, and my Starlink connection looks like it's doing pretty good, and I'm actually excited about it. So here's what I'm doing right now for a setup, just to show you guys. Oh, my camera moves. See? So there's my laptop, and that's you guys right there. There's my Starlink. Starlink is connected to my Jackery battery, which is running off the Jackery solar panels over there. Hopefully the camera doesn't unplug. And it looks like, whoops. And it looks like we have 139 watts coming in on the solar panel and 156 watts leaving, 165 watts leaving the system. Meaning if I were to hook up a second panel, hey, you guys couldn't hear me over there, could you? Here I am thinking, sorry, I'm getting confused here. Here I'm thinking the microphone's in here and it's not. You guys didn't hear a damn thing I just said, did you? Anyway, you guys seen the shots. So I'm running, you guys sick yet? I'm running everything off of solar on the Jackery right now. My Starlink is set up on the countertop out here. Pretty awesome. Ah, cool. Ruben, thank you. Love your channel, bro. You got the best content. Your video editing is awesome. Ruben, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Is the microphone in here? I don't know. Hold on. Let's see the peak. Yo, mic check 1, 2. No, I think the mic's in my laptop. Yo. Which one's louder? Oh, sorry, guys. You guys are vomiting right now. I'll stop touching the camera. Vanlife with Gina, nice to have you on here. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. What's your problem, Cruz? What's your problem? Do you have something to say? See, that's all. That's it? What? Are you stuck? Are you stuck? There you go, buddy. There you go. I can't wait until we can throw this out into the backcountry one day and do this from deep in the bush. That'll be super, super awesome. Niles Baker, I appreciate the love. That is super great. Usually the mic's by the camera lens. So yeah, I'm running on a different external camera than normal today. Super good. So somebody asked where Emmy is. Emmy is that way. No, that way. I don't know where she is. She's around somewhere. She's not with me though. She bounced along down the trail a little bit farther. She's got a package coming in that she has to go pick up. So I decided to take a campground for the night here tonight and do a little live stream and a little house cleaning. Tom Jacobs, what's up, weirdo? Lee Cook, appreciate the love. Chroma Cruz, you guys are just great. Thank you. Why? Roman Hobo, what's up, buddy? Watching from your Starlink in the middle of Yellowstone National Park. So cool. This mobile internet system has definitely changed how I live my van life and going to allow me to drop a bunch of the data that I've been using in my van. Thankfully, I've been spending a fortune on data, and I know Starlink's not cheap either, but it's unlimited, meaning that I can use as much as I want, which is beautiful. Cruz is 3 years old. He'll be 4 years old on January 1st. So born on the 1st of the year. Ruthie Palmer, how you doing? Nice to have you on here. Lon Bowers, how you doing? Is my foot better? Yes, somewhat better. It's better. What actually worked is after I hurt my foot, I just stayed in sandals for a while, and having nothing rubbing on the foot actually really helped it. And you'll see in an upcoming video somewhere, I went and bought some quality footwear, well, a quality pair of sandals, and definitely with the better support on the bottom, it's felt really good. Phyllis says you guys said that her and her husband watched my interview on the Halifax News. So I'm going to share a video clip of that coming up. But when we were at the Canada Day Parade, a news lady came over and asked if she could do a feel-good story of me and Emmy. And I just thought that story was going to play out in Halifax. Turns out they distributed it across Canada on all the global news networks as a feel-good piece of about a bunch of Canadians, or a couple of Canadians that just live in their vans and just travel across the country. They shared our YouTube channels in the piece, which was really awesome, and some little clips. Was pretty stoked on that one, but they shared that one Canada-wide, which is super cool. Any kind of exposure on the positive note is great for van life, because we all know if you ever see van life or RV life on the news, it's usually shed in a negative light and never positive. But when the piece is done by the opposite side of Canada from where van life is a problem, it was a positive one. Now, if a camera person in Vancouver shoved it in front of my face, there'd be a different story attached to that one, that's for sure. Cody Collins asked about my van and how it's doing. You'll see this stuff all in upcoming videos, but my dash cluster, we all know I've been having problems with it. I got a check engine light the other day, and then I got a low fuel light, which we know that my fuel gauge doesn't work. But I got a low fuel light, which has never come on, but it's never been triggered like that before. And the code on that one said that it's getting mixed signals from the fuel sensor. So that's got to get looked at just in case it is actually the fuel sensor inside of the tank. And the check engine code that came on, it was only on briefly and then it went away. But while it was on, I plugged in my ODB little code reader. And it said it was something to do with the camshaft sensor. I don't know anything about this stuff, but the camshaft is inside the motor. So maybe there's a sensor thing on the outside that controls how fast it turns. I'm not sure about this stuff. But anyway, that code came up and then it went away. Like the check engine light shut off a couple days later and it hasn't come back on yet. So because my van needs a brake check, a tire rotation, it needs a new seatbelt on the driver's seat, because I'm sure some of you guys have seen how frayed it is at the bottom. I decided to just make an appointment at Ford. It's going in pretty soon. They're going to fix my put in a new seatbelt for me, and check everything out, do a tire rotation, do a brake check, and then set me free. Richie Wise's camshaft sensor is important. So yeah, so I guess that is such a thing, because the code only came up briefly and I checked it. I'm like, what is that? And then the code got cleared and it went away. So yeah, so it is going in. I booked an appointment right away. Anytime the check engine light comes on, never a good thing. So that's going in probably a handful of days here. This camshaft sensor may have a loose wire. So maybe, I don't know anything about this stuff, nor do I know even where the camshaft sensor is. You got anything on Jeffy Bear? Yeah, Ken. Jeffy Bear has his own channel. There is tons of stuff over there. He's been updating everybody on his channel a fair amount. So just go to Jeffy Bear's channel if you want to know how he is doing. Camshaft sensor will crap out and leave you stranded, bro. Fix it. It's coming. It has an appointment on the 15th of this month to go get looked at. So, and I'm very close to where the shop's going to be. So I'm not too far out. If it needs to be towed in, no big deal. Building my own truck. Any tips for Americans looking to tour through Canada? No. Have some fun, man. Canada's got lots of places for you to camp out and park at. There's lots of apps you can use to find parking. I was recently changed my point of view on iOverlander. I never used to like the iOverlander app, and then Emmy has been using the iOverlander for a while, so I got into using iOverlander, and it's different when you're not in the BC area. I find, because van life is so big in British Columbia, that when you hit up some of those places, not all of them, but some of the places on iOverlander, it's packed full of vans. And I am not a huge fan of that. Sometimes I want to hit a lake and it just be me. But as you're going through Canada a little bit, the iOverlander app has been really, really good for finding amazing spots. So if you're going to come to Canada, use the iOverlander app to go find some places to sleep. But otherwise, yeah, no tips, man. East Coast, next level. If you get the chance to explore the East Coast, do it. The hard thing I have to say about this is the East Coast is amazing. So is the West Coast. Both coasts on either side of the country are unbelievable. They offer completely different things. I am still a #1 fan of British Columbia, where my shop is at. Big fan. The East Coast hasn't taken that spot from Vancouver. Well, not Vancouver itself, but BC. Come close though, but not quite. Hold on, guys. Gotta grab the dog. But the East Coast is definitely amazing though, for sure. Yeah, I think the reason why I'm a big fan of the West Coast is because I'm a backcountry mountain boy. So for me, the West Coast offers a kind of a mixture of everything that I personally like. The East Coast is great, but Vancouver Island and Vancouver as a backcountry area around the city there, like Squamish and stuff, crazy, it's okay. It's got my heart. Corinne's Life from Nova Scotia, how you doing? Yeah, Heather might be right. I do like the winter weather in BC. Even though it rains a lot, I do enjoy the ability of being able to get out into the backcountry, raining or not, where I know if you're in the Halifax area or some of the coastal towns that we've been exploring in recently, they're telling me that they get pretty easy winters out here. But as soon as you go inland a little bit, it changes. Samantha Olmstead, how you doing? Nice to have you on the stream here tonight. Roman Hobo Ford, fix a repair daily. My van's been pretty good though, Roman Hobo. Can't complain. Oh, Noreen died. Thanks for the super chat. Hi, enjoy the vlogs. Thank you. So I think what the #1 thing that makes this East Coast is the people. Every time we turn around, we're running into more really, really friendly, really epic people. There's a dog over there. I think that's a dog. Sounds like a chicken though. It's a warm one today. I tried to spin this situation around so I'd be in the shade, but then the shot didn't look as good as it does right now. Does that not sound like a chicken? Even Cruz is confused. Thank you for the video of the bagpipes. I do enjoy bagpipes from time to time, but the guy in that video, not so good. He sounded like he just learned how to do it or forgot. But I do enjoy the bagpipes though, but he a little bit squawky on that one. It was pretty funny. I wasn't going to keep it in the edit, but I'm like, yeah, why not? Yeah, Heather, we've been looking at the weather. It looks like Friday is the next Friday. I mean, you can't, I don't know if that's true that far apart. But Friday is supposed to be super warm, or Thursday is supposed to be super warm. And my van goes into the shop on Friday. That a beagle? It could be a beagle. Yeah, that's a possibility. Poncho C, thanks for the super chat. The bagpipe but guy might have a hangover, possibly. Sharon C from Vancouver, Washington. How you doing? I went to I used to go to the Lowrider magazine car show with my lowrider car many times in Portland, Oregon, there at the Expo Center. And we used to go to this place called Poncho and Lefties in Vancouver, Washington. Was so awesome. I used to love that place. Every time we went to the Lowrider magazine show, after we get the cars all set up in the arena, we'd go to Poncho and Lefties right afterwards for some chaos and some tequila. Good times. It was a good memory. Thanks for punching in Vancouver, Washington, man. That was a good memory. Where am I now? I am currently at a campground on an island. I can't show you that this is an island, but yeah, I'm on an island right now. It's called Graves Provincial Park. So if you're from the West Coast, you know exactly where I am. Poncho C, you're a lowrider guy. That's why it's one of the reasons why you follow me. Super cool. Man, I miss my car. Like I miss having a car. Emmy's caught me a few times flipping through Facebook Marketplace, looking at cars and stuff. I'm like, I got a shop with the space. Should I put a lowrider in there? But I'm like, nah, I live in my van. I'm only at the shop for a small portion of the year. It's not really worth it for me to get a car. As much as it's a cool idea, and as much as I miss that part of me, you know, maybe I'll build a lowrider van. Ooh, that'd be fun. Are you going to meet Y? I don't know who Meet Y is. Mama D. I like how you spelled that. Thanks for the super chat. Sorry if I missed it. Will you be going to Prince Edward Island? Absolutely, we will be going. That's the next step after we're done here in Nova Scotia. We only have a very small section of Nova Scotia to do, and then we're bouncing over to Prince Edward Island next, where we're going to spend, well, as much time. We've been in Nova Scotia about a month so far. It's been really good. I really like it. But yeah, PEI is the next one. And we are hoping for like the best French fries we've ever had. See, Emmy's a French fry girl. So she's, every time we go somewhere, she's like, I want fries. We'll be driving to the road. She's on the radio. I want fries. So we're hoping, because Prince Edward Island is like potato central. They make tons of potatoes there, that they're going to have the best French fries on the East Coast. So far, the best French fries I've had out here in the East Coast is at a burger place in Halifax called Crave Burger. Crave start with a K. Oh, Renessa Reed, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Thanks for being me. Thank you. Did I get my AC working? Yes, Earl, I did. It ended up just being a fuse. That's coming in an upcoming video. And it ended up just being a blower motor relay. Oh, Lon Bowers, so big thanks from us. That's a super cool sticker you got there. I love that. That's a good one. I haven't seen that one yet. Lon, thank you very much. That really means a lot to us. On the note of that, gas prices are going down. Gas is only $1.83 per liter. So if you're in the USA, you do $1.83 times 3.76, I think, because there's 3.76 liters per gallon, and you'll get the price in gallons. So we're $1.83 per liter right now. Quebec for fries. We are definitely going to Quebec for sure. We're going to be spending a fair amount of time out there. Julie N. Chrome, the Vanlifes has a homestead in Nova Scotia. Do I know them? No, I don't know them. I have seen their YouTube channel, but I don't know them. I actually missed the Vanlives by like, I think a day or two at my friend Madison Arrainer's place, Ray Outfitted. I was there getting some work done a few years ago, and they had just left, so I just missed them. Am I going to meet up with Foresty Forest again? Maybe at some point. Brian Ernest Brown, thank you for that. Stay weird, my friend. Oh, I absolutely will. I appreciate the love. It's getting warm out here. Sorry, guys, I'm going to adjust my camera. This camera is a little bouncy. I might, now you really can't see me. I might attach the camera to something else, because I have a tendency of bouncing my legs when I'm sitting, and you guys are on a picnic table right now, so the whole table just vibrates. I'm the kind of guy where my legs do this. They don't stop. All day long, my legs are on a constant bounce. Rob the Matrix, how you doing, man? It was nice to meet you guys there. We've been meeting a lot of people out here on the East Coast. It's been really, really, really awesome. Me and Emmy were sitting on a patio today having lunch, and we had a subscriber come by. And me and Emmy were just chatting back and forth, and the subscriber comes by and he's like, hey, where's, just, lunch is on me. And we'd love to meet you whenever you're done. So we're parked beside your van, Chrome. And then he walked away. He just stopped by and bought us lunch, which was super cool. It's never happened before. We got absolutely the best subscribers. Like you guys, amazing, hands down amazing. Have taken such good care of us over the years. Can Americans camp on Crown land? Yeah, Crown land is free public use land for public, pretty much anybody. Doesn't matter where you're from. Chrome, waiting for you in Niagara, please. We will be coming to Niagara Falls. Believe it or not, when I was in Ontario the last couple of times in my van, I never went to Niagara Falls. So I would love to go there this year. So that is a part of our list. We're going to do a little bit more touristy things. Because traveling with Emmy means that we're traveling a lot slower than I normally would. So we will be going to Prince Edward Island, and we're probably going to have a meetup in Ontario. I don't think we're going to do a couple of them, maybe just one. We may do it at Quail's Brewing in, I don't even know where it is. That's just outside of Aurelia. We may do a full day one at that brewery. So the guy at the brewery is actually a subscriber of our channel. So we'll see. We're not sure where we're going to do meetups yet. Still thinking about that. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I can adjust the volume of this thing. I don't want to touch buttons. I'm going to screw this live stream up. Sorry, guys. Just pushing buttons. I got to stop pushing buttons. It was a bad idea. All right, I'm going to stop pushing buttons. When am I going to come back through Winnipeg? We probably won't be coming back through Winnipeg until probably October. Probably October. We're going to go see Jeffy Bear on the way back through for sure. He will be one of the first stops as we arrive into Ontario, and we might do a meetup there too. So if you're close to or around Ottawa, Ontario, we will probably do a meetup with Jeffy Bear as well too. So you guys can come out and meet me, Emmy, and Jeffy Bear, Cruzy Bear, and Kelly. From Cincinnati. How you doing next year? Which Nova Scotia beer is my favorite? So far, my favorite beer out here in Nova Scotia has been Propeller Brewing, the Galaxy IPA. So good. I've really enjoyed that one so far. Also, another really good one, is that Nova Scotia? Is the Tatamagouche Brewing Deception Bay. That's a really, really good beer as well too. But so far, those would be two of my favorites out here.
Terry, that was so cool of you to say that. Will you be visiting the weatherman and YouTuber Frankie McDonald in Sydney, Nova Scotia? I was so heartwarmed by this. If you don't know who that guy is, Frankie McDonald, just Google Frankie McDonald weather, and the guy's just a champ. They had a huge picture of him, like a ginormous picture of him in Sydney. We walked by, and Emmy had never heard of him, so I pulled him up, and yeah, it's just a guy that screams at the camera at the top of his lungs what the local weather is. It's just a rock star. Anyway, I thought it was really cool that they had a giant picture of him out there, and he's still making videos after all the years. He went viral many years ago, and it was pretty cool to me that he's still busting out videos. I'm gonna move the camera here. Gonna go find Cruzy Bear. Please, camera, don't unplug. Cruzy, hey. People want to see you. He's like, Dad, I'm in the shade. What do you want? People want to see you, buddy. No cares? I bet you it's way cooler over there than it is where I am. Big time. You got problem. You're making us sick over here. How's the image quality? So this camera is supposed to capture at 1080p, where the camera inside of my laptop only captures at 720. I'm pretty stoked on this thing. It got really good reviews, so I went into a store and picked one up. I'm hoping it's increased the quality visually of my live streams. Soon, I would love to get this external mic hooked up and leave it here. That way, you guys will have crystal clear, crisp audio. But I haven't figured out how to connect this to that yet. When will I be headed to the Arctic? Who knows? Maybe next year. I'm not sure what's going on, but who knows? Maybe next year we'll make the trek upwards instead of crossways. I don't think, like this has been a really big trip, and I've spent a lot of my summers doing really big trips, and I think it would be nice to kind of just do a BC trip, just British Columbia all summer long, and maybe head up to the Yukon because it's right above. And not drive 10,000 kilometers return trip, because coming out here to the East Coast is one heck of a drive. It's not so much the coming out here, it's when you're done and you got that huge 5,000, 6,000 kilometer trek back to Vancouver is where it gets expensive. It's kind of nice to have 600 people on the stream, because sometimes when these things get up over 1,000, the stream seems to go a little fast. I'm really enjoying this one today. People are asking Cruzy questions. Cruzy hasn't figured out how to talk yet. Hey, Cruzy. Can hear him chewing on the case from my Jackery Solar. Not cool, buddy. Am I going up north maybe next year? Coach, what's up, buddy? Nice to have you on the stream, man. Cowart Elders said to hit the like button. That'd be appreciated, guys. Great question. How does Cruz and the cat get along? They're not friends, but the more they spend time together, the more they're learning to accept each other. And I think it's not the cat problem, it's the dog problem, where Cruz gets way overexcited and sees the cat and starts to flip out, starts to freak out, doesn't know how to control himself, becomes an absolute spaz. And then the cat gets angry and, scared and stuff. So it's just Cruz. Once Cruz gets over the excitement of the cat, then pretty much things will be just fine. Ooh. TV producer says, on your MacBook Pro and system preferences, choose microphone input. Okay. Can I do that while I live stream? Is that going to wreck my live stream? Let's see if I can connect this. You know what's funny? I never even thought about that. Okay. I'm probably going to wreck this live stream. You watch. We're going to plug this in. Are we still good? Okay, we're still good. All right. Go up to system preferences, he said. System preferences. Sound. No, that's only show me output, input. Oh, Shure MV88. Okay, please, this stream not go down the toilet. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Oh, is that better? Hold on a sec. Are we running through this thing now? Does this sound any better at all? You see, I'm not really too sure on here because I can't see it on my end if it's running through this or not. Is that, someone says it sounds the same. I have a question. Tell me if this gets really loud. So is this sounding any more louder than it was before? Or this? Is this quieter? Is this louder? Ah, see, no. See, I don't know what's going on here. See, maybe I got to do this before I run onto the live stream because I know on YouTube it shows me. Hold on. So yeah, I think I might have to do this in my YouTube preferences when I start my upload of my video. Let me go back and change this back, just in case this screws up the stream. All right, we're back to my laptop. I think it was this. I think it was running the laptop the whole time because I know when I flip my YouTube video live, it asks me, what do I want for a camera? But next time I do a live stream, I will attach this, then see if it shows up in the live stream because it never did before. Super cool. Anyway, guys, I'll figure this out. I mean, whatever. At least we got a better image than the last time. I'm okay with that. What mic is that? So I bought this one for my camera because it's been so windy out here on the East Coast and my camera videos have been really crappy lately. So this is the Shure MV88 and I've been attaching it to this is where the cell phone goes. This is not my tripod. This is the one I used for just here. Yeah, and so far I haven't edited a video with the mic yet, but I used it in the video that I filmed today for the very first time. That video is coming out in 3 or 4 days. To love so well the world. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love your channel, love the world. Love your message. Pretty awesome. Thanks for that. Christopher, thanks for the super chat. Nice little kitty. So good. Well, guys, we're hanging out on a Sunday, live streaming from Starlink. How insane. It's getting hot out here, though. Super warm. Hey, when and where is the meetup in Nova Scotia? So we're still discussing that. Because I may be in the city here for the next little while, I might schedule a meetup maybe next weekend. I'm not sure. So keep an eye out for that. But we will be scheduling a meetup in Nova Scotia, probably in the Halifax, Dartmouth area around there before we leave the province. That's for sure. I am not going to leave the province without having a meetup. I think what we'd like to do is try to schedule meetups in the provinces as we cross back through. I don't know how many subscribers we would have in the smaller provinces like New Brunswick and stuff. But you never know. We might just pop in and have a quick one, but we will have one for sure out here in Halifax. Yeah, I heard the West has been a bit crappy on the weather side. It's nice to see you guys got some breakthrough out there. You have some big, Coach said you have some big stones behind you. Yeah, there's some big stones back there. Chrome, come to Missouri, I'll buy you a beer. It's a long way to go. Bob Smith says, I'm so happy you and Emmy have gotten together. So you guys going to come through Truro and hanging out? I was actually out there not that long ago. I had to make a scoot out to go see a friend of mine in New Glasgow quick for the day, and then I came back through. I was talking with a tattoo artist the other day because I want to get a script piece on my chest. that said the best script tattoo artist in Nova Scotia is in is it Truno or Truro? Whatever. It's out that way. So been thinking about maybe firing that guy off a message to see if there's a wait list. Miller's Cave, thank you. Craft beer for both me and Emmy. Thank you very much. That'll actually buy us beer on 2 occasions because Emmy never gets a beer on her own. She always just sips on my beer. She likes beer, but she's more of a drink a quarter of it and I'm good, thank you very much. So she just drinks part of mine. I'm okay with that. Or she gets her own and I drink 3/4 of hers. I'm okay with that too. Truro. Yeah, that's why I thought. Stephen Andrews, real estate videography, says Eastern Canada is much better than Western, right? Let me think about that one. How do I answer this without making either side angry? Nova Scotia is at a whole new level. Nova Scotia has friendliness like I've never, ever experienced before. It's got oceans and it's so incredibly beautiful. It just doesn't have the mountains which win my heart every time. I'm a mountain boy and I love the ocean. So right on the West Coast, like where my shop is at, gives me both. Gives me mountains, gives me tons of backcountry, tons of clear lakes and ocean, but nothing is like the ocean out here on the East Coast. Nothing. West Coast ocean, nothing compared to East Coast. And the people, 100% better on this side. Way better. So I don't really know if I can give you a distinctive answer. I am absolutely heart split in two between both coasts, both the East Coast and the West Coast. That would be a very, very hard one. So it would be the 2 provinces. If you were to ask me my 2 favorite provinces right now, it would be British Columbia and Nova Scotia, hands down. It's not bad. Out of all the provinces that I've been to, I haven't been to anything above. I haven't been to any of the territories up above. It'd be British Columbia and Nova Scotia. Amazing. There's a reason why coasties love making port of calls in Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's incredible out here. Like on another level. Van Island with Ryan. Are there bugs there? We hit some serious bugs in Cape Breton, but we haven't seen any since. We had a few little mosquitoes kicking around here and there, but nothing that's been a giant pain in the butt or made me go back inside the van. Like when we were outside in Cape Breton and I filmed that, you seen the bugs were insane. We haven't run into any yet. For like the rest of the trip has been really, really good so far. Have you been to Newfoundland yet? No, Peggy, I haven't been to Newfoundland. I would have went there on this trip, but Emmy was on her way to Newfoundland. That she had that trip planned before me, and I didn't want to embark on her trip, so I just let her go do her thing. Can't even get in tongue tied there. Would I have loved to go? Absolutely. So for me, like the East Coast is not done because I haven't been to Newfoundland yet. So I maybe one time, sometime soon. If this audio gets bad, let me know and I can shift this inside. So, because I don't think my microphone on my laptop sounds very good with wind whipping in it. Cody, appreciate the love. No, Leslie, no sinus issues. Chrome, do the meetup in Lunenburg. Brian, Lunenburg's a bit of a way out for anybody who's in the Halifax area. And most of the people I've met on this trip so far have been in the Halifax, Dartmouth, and any of the surrounding bigger areas around there. So yeah, we'll probably do it a little bit more like big city central. Where did I get the shirt from? Coach, this is my shirt. We haven't released any of these yet. So I decided to make, and I'm still working on them, a bunch of van life merch that is not based around me, that doesn't have my van on it or my dog or pinned to me. So I want to make shirts so if someone owned a transit van, that they could buy a shirt that has a transit on it that would just kind of fit it. So it says vancityvanlife.ca across the bottom. I'm hoping at some point, I don't know when, I want to release a whole bunch of just generic van life shirts for everybody. So if someone's got a Sprinter, I'm hoping to have some shirts with Sprinters on it and Chevy vans and Ford vans and, you know, just a fun. Oh, it's pronounced Dartmouth. I always pronounce it Dartmouth. Dartmouth. All right. Thanks for correcting. I didn't know that. Walk-ins camera. When do you think I'll be working on the Ambo again? As soon as I get back to the shop, that project is 100% go time. So this Christmas, so it'll be over the winter season. So any shop videos or anything we do at the shop will all be done throughout the winter months. So like November, December, January, February, March, and then we're going to be getting ready to hit the road again for next year. So the shop will be like 6 months there and 6 months away. That's usually what my travel season is like. I'll stay in Vancouver for the winters and then bounce out and travel around wherever we go for the summer. Sorry guys, I keep noticing I'm bouncing my leg. I got to stop doing that because the camera just moves everywhere. It's a little different when I'm not sitting on a picnic table that's sitting on a wonky little angle. Nomadic Rat Pack, thanks for posting that. So Nomadic Rat Pack just posted a link to my Vancity Vanlife store. I have basics on that store right now. I ripped everything down. I ripped my stickers down. I ripped a bunch of stuff down. I ripped a bunch of merchandise down. So I think on there is my Weirdos Unite shirt and my Vancity Vanlife shirt. I don't know what else is really on there. Oh, and the Van Life because Normal Life Sucks, because those three are like channel classics. Oh, and also on that link, I have Weirdos Unite patches. We only have 100 left. Once they're gone, those patches will never be able to be purchased. Time thing. So if you guys want to get a Weirdos Unite patch, it's on my website at vancityvanlife.ca. Once they're done, they're done. Leland, yeah, I noticed some slight shakiness. You must have been your leg. 100%. My legs, I'm trying to keep them still right now. I have a really hard time. Like, I'm the guy when you sit at a restaurant, his legs are like the whole time. They don't stop. I don't know how to make them stop. They just chronically bounce. Walks in camera. Thanks. Yeah, I got a bunch of these really cool shirts done. I just haven't really figured out what to do with them yet. Michelle, I definitely do like Nova Scotia better than New Brunswick. Definitely. Hands down. New Brunswick was fun. It was amazing. Lots of backcountry, but Nova Scotia has it nailed down. Van Island with Ryan. Yes, this is streaming on Starlink right now. Starlink is, let me move my camera. My Starlink box is here, plugged into my Jackery, and the Starlink dish is right up there on the roof. 100% streamed from a campground on Starlink. That little box has been an absolute game changer for me as a digital nomad that relies on internet to work. Amazing. So I'm trying to get into the habit of throwing that dish up on the top of my van all the time. Like instead of using my cellular data, just reaching out at Walmart, popping the dish up, giving it a couple of minutes to find its location, and then do it that way. So I'm hoping to make Starlink my 100% data usage instead of using cellular. Barry Holmes, thank you for the thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Hold on, just got a notification. Sheila, I just got a notification that You bought something from my store. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, Starlink has definitely done me very well. I know there's some people in the US that have made some pretty bad videos about it, and I just think that they're trying to use it in areas where it doesn't have 100% service, like if they're in a waiting area. But I've had nothing but good experience with it so far here in Canada. R said Vancouver is overrated. I 100% agree with you. Vancouver is, as a city, is definitely way overrated. I 100%, and I'm from Vancouver, and I agree. Hustler Society just said new tattoos. I'm surprised nobody in this live stream has said anything yet. This will be coming out in a video. So I got the word loud across my knuckle because this guy is loud all the time. So I got loud put across my knuckle the other day. It hasn't even healed yet. This will be in a video coming up. So yeah, I got some new tattoos. You ever going to Jasper? Yeah, we'll probably go through Jasper and stuff on the way home. Oh, I got another new tattoo here too. I got the word broken right across my hand right there. Right, you guys see it? Right. Whatever. Yeah, I got the word broken across my hand there too as well. Trap Dreamer, I love to hear that the stream's going good and like the quality's good and stuff. I'm hoping to boost the audio quality on the next stream that we do. I would love to get back into the habit of doing live streams once a week. You know, I miss doing that. Like, I love this time with you guys. Like, I can't explain the feeling that this connection gives me, because sometimes when I'm making a video and I get to edit my day and add some music to it and make it all dramatic and, you know, it's fun, but sometimes I lose that connection with you guys because there's none of this. I love this little banter. I love being able to see where you guys are from and some of the questions that you guys are having. And it kind of helps me when it comes to the creation side of videos to kind of see what you guys are looking for, see what you guys want. And I get a lot from the questions that you guys ask me on here. So maybe I'll try to get into that habit and do a live stream once a week. Now that I'm back to making more frequent content. Oh my gosh, I missed that. You guys have no idea how good it's felt recently to be uploading more often. I love the slight chaos in my life of creating on a regular. It's just super fun for me. And when I took that little bit of a break and knocked my videos back to every other day, I felt like a little piece of me went away. Like I lost a little piece of me. And I really missed the grind. So we're back at it. Not every day. We're back at it on a very sporadic basis. Probably 5 or 6 or 7 videos. About 5 or 6. And maybe a live stream. I don't know if you heard that, but Peggy says, when you're in Quebec, will you be visiting Gaspé? I think that's how I pronounce that right. Yes, we will be. That is the number one thing on our list when we get to Quebec, is to go to Gaspé. Do you keep in touch with Foresty Forest? No, we've exchanged an occasional text message when either him or me are looking for something, but I've never met him besides the one time that we were in a video together. That's the only time me and him have ever communicated, except for the odd time. Like, he sent me a few messages asking about van stuff, but that's been about it. Do you just do YouTube, or do you also have a remote job? No, Gypsy Gigi. No, I do 100% YouTube for a living. So all of my revenue on YouTube is from the ads that you guys watch, from YouTube memberships and Patreon, and also selling merchandise, stickers and stuff like that, and little things. And yeah, so I make 100% of my living on YouTube. So creating content is what I do. Robin Jan Canvan, how you doing? Yes, yes, nice to have you guys on the stream. So you guys were my experiment video on my YouTube channel. So Robin Jan Canvan, I just put their van tour up the other day. So I don't know if you guys know, but I started a van tours channel, and I've missed the last 2 weeks of videos, and I was like, oh, what am I doing with the second channel? Was the second channel a mistake? Because missing 1 week of putting a video up, no big deal. Missing a second week, okay. Now if I don't buck up and, oh no, today's Sunday. Today's Sunday? I was supposed to put a video up. This 3 weeks in a row with a new channel, no video. That was supposed to go up today. What am I doing? So I pondered on running a second channel for van tours because people on this channel had stopped watching my van tours as much as they used to. So I thought, well, maybe let's throw them on a second channel. But I keep forgetting to flip the videos live on the second channel. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So posting Rob and Jan's van tour was my experiment to see what the audience thought about me putting them on this channel. So far, that video got 40% less views from my regular subscribers. So YouTube shows me quite a detailed analytic, and it showed me that I know it's 37% of my regular viewers didn't even bother with the video. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do right now. What do you think of the Steely products? I think they're great. I got one on my phone. I use this little magnet thing, attaches to everything on my dashboard. I have little Steely mounts all over my van. I really like them. They're super convenient. D. Smitty, you spotted me at the Bridgewater Tim Hortons today. Yes, we were. We popped into Bridgewater, had a shower, grabbed a coffee. Super awesome. Should have come in and said hi to us. TV Producer Zero, thank you. Is that, oh, TV Producer Zero, TV Producer. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Sheila, will I be bringing stickers back? Yes. I might release 2 sticker packs. I think my stickers from now on are going to be on a limited base only. So I'll probably maybe release a new pack of stickers and run them for 500 sticker packs, and that's it. And then maybe kind of keep them so it encourages people to just grab the packs while they're there instead of me always having to deal with like stickers that need to go out constantly. So I may just do them like one shots, kind of get them out, kind of create some hype around it. And then, but yeah, stickers will be coming back. GA from CA. I'd watch on either. Love your tours. Thank you. They're really, really great. I really enjoy sharing van tours, but I know maybe that part of van life isn't as exciting for people anymore, or at least my audience isn't super excited about it anymore. So I really enjoy van tours because I still get ideas from van tours. Rob and Jan, I might be stealing some ideas out of your van build for the AMBO. But that's what van tours are for, to give you guys some like ideas on cool things that people do. Thomas says, thanks to Coach for moderating. Yes, Coach, thank you so much. And also thank you to all my moderators, including Rob and Jan Canvan. And anybody else who's on here who's my moderator. You guys are awesome. You guys seriously keep these live streams clean and help boot out any of the trash that comes in here and wants to blah, 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 blah. On that note, YouTube has been doing everything they can to keep the bots at bay. I haven't seen any in my videos over the last, week since they released a new bot system on there, trying to crush all the bots. You guys know, if you were on my last live stream, I got plummeted with bots that were dropping the N-word constantly. Like big, huge sections of just N-word. I'm not saying the word. Don't ask me what the word is. I'm not the right color to be allowed to say that word. But they were bombing me hard last time. But YouTube's done really, really well over the last week or so trying to clean that part of it up. Oh, that's good. A little water. Barry Holmes, any opinions on truck campers? I think they're pretty awesome. I'm a huge fan of truck campers. I've seen some really awesome truck camper rigs on my travels, and big fan. There's some really unique truck camper designs out there, and I've seen some guys customize truck campers to be incredible. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that stuff. And everybody's got their own way to travel. I really enjoy the lifted cargo van. That's 100% suits me as a person, and it's a perfect size for me, and I really like it. Oh, Ronald, thanks for the super chat. That is awesome. Overland Interiors, what's up, Andy? How you doing, brother? I was talking to Andy before the live stream went live. Is this a Starlink stream? Yes. Starlink connected out here with, I shouldn't say I got no service. I got one little, you can't see that, one little baby bar of cell phone service, and we are 100% on a live stream. So I wouldn't be able to do a live stream on cellular data from right here. Overland Interiors, thank you for that, for beers and bones. Cruzy. Where you go, buddy? Cruz. Hey. Andy bought you a bone. He's like, where's my bone? Give it to me then. Now, Cruzy, if someone's like, hey, there he is, he's been behind me the whole time. Just like hanging out, I'm losing sunshine here. I'm going to move this. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect anything. You guys are on a picnic table. Oh, are we good? Okay, good. What's your problem? You got a problem? You want some treats? Okay. Can everybody see you? There you go. There you go, Cruzy. Take over the show. Are you entertaining them? Come on, buddy. Come on. I'm just going to bring them to you. Come on. Come on. What a boy. I got these treats from Nova Scotia here called Salty Dogs Bakery. What do you want? What do you want? You want another one? Come get it. Come on. It's like feeding a shark. Sheila's like, you're a lot stronger than I thought, pulling us across the grass. Yeah, I'm tough pulling the whole world. Tom Saylor, thank you for that. Hope you and Emery are having a great time on your trip. Continue being safe, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate the love. Cruzy, what's your problem? Hey, Daniel Hernandez. Who's your problem? Seriously, bro. You want to tell everybody what your problem is? What's your problem? Do you have a problem? What are you mad at? What are you mad at? You can't, no. No, you can't have any more. Why? Because I said so. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Yelling's not going to make a difference. Don't tell them, like, they're not going to do anything for you. He just sits there and yells, thinking that yelling's going to get him another treat. What do you want, buddy? Hey, you can't have any more. You can't have any more. He's like, I'm not having any of this stuff. Phooey, Dad. I shouldn't have brought out the treats. Here I am thinking I'm going to be a nice guy, but I think he can smell them. Aaron answered a question. Yes, I got my AC fixed. It was a blower motor relay. That's coming up in a video pretty soon. Someone just said their dog's barking back at Cruz. I always laugh when I hear that, when someone sends me a picture of their dog looking at the screen when Cruz on there. Super cool. Yes, Peggy, Prince Edward Island is on the itinerary. It'll be the next one on the list. So maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe a couple weeks. Not really sure yet, but soon. Very, 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 very soon. I love it that all these people are asking me if I'm doing this on Starlink. Yup, connected via satellite right now. So good. Just one more, please, Dad. If I give him another one, then he's going to keep begging. Okay, one more. Just because I'm a sucker for that fat guy. And these are like healthy too. Like in here is oat flour, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, sweet potatoes, parsley, coconut oil, and cinnamon. Gotta earn it, buddy. I'm only doing that because I know you guys think it's at least cute, at least. Hey. Ah, you got it, buddy. I'll give you another one just because you earned that one. Ow, watch my fingers. Watch my fingers, buddy. Oh, I deserve that one. 100% deserve that one. You got that right. Starlink is 100% game changer for me. Sounds like a rooster over there, but you're right. I think it might be a beagle. Sounds like a rooster. Unique variety. Are you and Emmy going to keep traveling together or break off eventually? She's not with me right now, so we've broken off right now. She's gone that way, and I'm right here. We are going to do that from time to time because, like anybody else, look at the traditional couple. The traditional couple, they both go to day jobs. They work apart from each other all day long, and then they see each other after work for dinner and, well, we won't say. So we're a little bit different because we both have a job that allows us to be able to spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week together. And that is never going to be a successful relationship. You need some time apart. So that's what we're doing. Every once in a while, we'll just bounce away from each other for a day, and then we'll get back together and hang out for a few more days. But that little one-day breather is pretty awesome. Truth and all, you are so tanned. I have been outside so much. And I think this camera is doing a lot too as well. But I've been outside a lot on this trip, more than I have in the summer times in a long, long, long time. I am wearing sunblock, if that's what you're going to ask. Is Starlink expensive compared to your previous options with cellular? So in Canada, I pay $170 for 100 gigs of data on cellular. $170 for 100 gigs. My Starlink costs me $195 per month with taxes and everything else, so just under $200 a month. But I have unlimited data, which means I could use as much as I want, as long as I want, all month long. So it's costing me about the same as the cellular data plan, but giving me, instead of 100 gigs, I have as many gigs as I want to use, which is absolutely amazing and a game changer. And even if you don't compare it to cellular plans, because that's a hard comparison. You know, a lot of people have been asking me this question about, well, it's just cheaper to do cell plans. I'm like, yeah, but you can't use cellular in the backcountry. You can't be doing this kind of stuff from a campground, which has no one bar of cell service, which I couldn't even upload a video on here. I could barely post on social media on here, let alone do a full live stream with decent quality from somewhere where there's barely any cell service. That's where Starlink takes the win every time. It's the convenience of having access in the bush. Epic. Are you using that mapping system on local cell phones? You can always lose contact. I don't understand when you get lost. Sorry, I got sidetracked with that question. Are me and Emmy going to get engaged? I don't know if I really believe in marriage. Been there, done that. I don't think you need paperwork to make things official. Have you thought about putting a high top on my van? Of course I've thought about it. And the answer to me every time I think about putting a high top on my van is no. I don't want a high top. I would love, if I ever get the opportunity to build another cargo van like mine, I would put a pop top on it 100% for sure, giving me the ability to stand up when I feel like it. I love the low roof ability for being out in the backcountry. It opens up way more opportunities and a lot less damage. See, it's different with you van life in an area like out here where you don't have a ton of trees overgrowing the trail on the top side, where in BC our trees are super tall, so there's lots of branches up high which will carve right into that fiberglass high top. I would have damaged one if I had one already. So I do prefer the lower roof. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So it sounds like a rooster over there. You ever hear gunfire on Crown land? Oh yeah. There's always people out there on Crown land, shooting targets and stuff like that. But yeah, we do definitely come across people once in a while that are just target practicing and things, but not too often. Possum Fun and Frugal. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, I missed a super chat here. Playboy 3910. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry if I missed any. I've been too busy babbling. Aaron says Starlink totally smokes Rogers. Oh, you got it. Oh, sorry guys. My cellular provider, Rogers, had a Canada-wide outage again, the second time in like a year, I think, or 2 years. They just had another full-blown Canada-wide outage. Sucks. Where thankfully I had Starlink, so I could upload a video yesterday. If I didn't have Starlink, I wouldn't have been able to upload a video yesterday because my silly cell phone provider was down. It really, really, really sucked. Corktown. Cruzy. Corktown gave you $20, buddy. You gonna buy me a beer with it? Where are you? But he's right there. Cruzy. Corktown gave you $20. Can I have it? He gave me a really dirty look. I don't think he understands, but he definitely gave me a dirty look. Man, it's just about beer time, I think. I had a bottle of water. You think it's a beer time? How many of you guys are drinking beer right now? Sunny outside seems like a good beer drinking kind of day. Hi, Chrome. Are you excited to upgrade your ambulance? Oh, I am super pumped about the ambulance. I met a diesel mechanic when I was out on a trip with the guy I actually bought my ambulance from, and we met a mobile diesel mechanic that said that he can come to my shop and pull the engine out of my ambulance and do the repairs that I need in my shop. So he's got all the tools and stuff, and he does mobile work. So I might see if I can connect with this guy and get him to come to my shop, and we'll film the whole thing. We'll pull the engine out of it, get everything done to the engine that needs to it. While the engine's out, I'll do all the frame and get all the frame and stuff painted up so it looks pretty, drop the engine back in there, and then really start to do some work on it this year. Am I stoked on it? Yes. I think we're going to be making some really epic shop videos this winter. Last winter, I devoted my whole winter to making that shop space look beautiful and feel good. This winter, it's all about building out that ambo. Matt says, drink one for me, buddy. Step 2, beer. Yes, it's beer time. I think so. I'm going to go to my cooler and grab a dirty blonde. What? Shh, don't tell Emmy I have a dirty blonde in my fridge. See, I have a dirty blonde in my fridge from Nine Locks Brewing. It's a local brewery out here. Cheers, guys. That's a good one. Normally, I'm an IPA guy, but with hot weather, a lighter beer always feels good. Am I losing sunshine again? I think we're going to be screwed here pretty soon. As the sun goes behind my van, I don't know if I have enough cable to drag this whole thing out. We might just have to do it in the dark. Is that going to work? It's not going to work. Have I thought about converting my van to propane? Definitely a not. As much as propane's a really cool idea. Sorry, guys, I keep shaking my leg. I'm more looking at the comments, and I once in a while glance over and see my screen bouncing. My bad. The problem with propane is you don't always have every single gas station that sells propane. And that is a big problem, especially if you're way out in some remote town, a remote area, and you get to the gas station and all they have is regular gasoline, no diesel or no propane, because that does happen. I don't want to run into that situation. Even though propane is a lot cheaper to run, I don't want to run into that situation where I'm limited on gas stations. At least running a unleaded fuel, every gas station has unleaded. So Robin, you can absolutely have a beer. Come on by. I have some more of these in my fridge. No problems. I'm always down to share a beer with somebody. These people walking by see me talking to you guys. Yes, I fixed the air conditioner. That's coming up in a video. What's the design on my shirt? Home is where you park it, my friends. Home is where you park it. And that's true. Chrome, do you know Steve Wallace? I've seen his channel, but I've never met the guy. I start boat life this week. Super excited. Awesome, Basher. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like my shirt. It's pretty good. Doc Black, what's up, buddy? So he said a dirty blonde is in his cooler. I thought he was talking about Cruz's raw food. No. What? I'm pounding back a dirty blonde right now. What? What's your problem? You want to talk about this? You want to talk about this? Come here. Cruzy, come here. Come on. Come on. You come up here. Come on. Put your paws up. I shouldn't be feeding you all these, Cruz. You're going to get fat. Hey, buddy. Hey. We're losing sunshine over here, bro. You think you deserve this? Kim Sims, thank you so much for that. Did my first trip a month ago with my new Jackery. Thanks to you. Love you and Cruz. Kim, I really appreciate the super chat. That is amazing. Super awesome. Hopefully the trip went well. Adventuring in a van is a ton of fun, and I meet travelers out here all the time that are on their very first trip, and it is so cool to hear the stories and experiences and the excitement people have when they first camp out for the first time somewhere that's not in a campground or on the side of a city street, or I bump into somebody that's having their very first sleep at Walmart. I love those stories. The Cat Lady Van, what's up, babe? Nice to have you on the stream. I hope you don't mind, babe, but I have a dirty blonde at my campsite. Hope you're okay with that. Oh, Emmy, by the way, that rock was in your video the other day. I came back to this campground. They gave me the same camp spot that you stayed in. It was pretty funny. What? What do you want? Dude, you have everything. You have a whole run of this whole place and you want to yell at me. Anyway, so yeah, Emmy, I'm in the same camp spot you were in. Spot 50 something, 59, 51. Cruz, shush. What do you want? Crazy. We got to move you guys again. Hopefully we don't drop everything. One sec.
Cruzy, chill out, bro.
Okay. You guys good? I hurt my back today, so hopefully this goes okay. Oh. Still good. Make sure we're plugged in. Woohoo. We did it. We did it. I think we bought us another 15 minutes in the sunshine. As that sun goes down behind my van, we're going to lose it pretty soon. Emmy says, awesome. It's very warm at Walmart parking lot. I think I said that today. I'm like, woo, parking lot sleeping today is going to be a warm one. All that heat radiating off the pavement. And that's something you guys should think about when you guys are traveling is if it's hot outside, Cruzy, what's your problem? He's spazzing. If it's hot outside during the day, today wasn't. You want to go inside the van? He's just like seriously just yelling at me. What? Cruzy, you're gonna get us in trouble. We can't have you barking over here. At least if you're gonna bark like that dog over there that sounds like a chicken. Can you sound like a rooster? Yeah, when you're traveling in the summertime, parking lots get extremely hot because they will radiate the heat that was out there all day long. It'll radiate heat all day. Cruzy, we're done. He just ran away from me. We're done, bud. You're gonna bark? We're done. Back in a sec, guys. That's what happens when you're around me. You misbehave, I'll lock you in my van. Sorry. Use your porch light when the sun goes down. Excuse me. Oh. I'm going to scroll back here, guys, in case I missed anything. So yeah, I think it was talking about in the summertime, like if you're in places that have pavement, that pavement will radiate the heat that it's soaked in all day long. It can be pretty warm out there. I know I've done that a few times on my travels on a super hot day. You don't really know how hot it is. You've had the AC on all day and you pull over at a rest area in the side of the highway and that pavement just beads heat. It's insane. Am I dealing with a lot of bugs out here? So far, pretty good. We hit a couple of bad days in Cape Breton on the island in Nova Scotia, but it's been really good ever since. Maybe we're just lucky. And we even spent the night by a lake last night. So there's a couple of mosquitoes scooting around, but nothing that was a giant pain in the butt. Tracy Gale, thanks for the super chat. I really enjoy your channel. Gotta go. Much love from Saskatoon. Tracy, thanks for the love. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Day, afternoon, whatever time. I'm 4 hours ahead here on the East Coast. So Vancouver is 4 hours behind me. So you what, be 2 hours behind me? Did you turn into Tom Green yet? He's back in. Did you run into Tom Green yet? No, I haven't ran into Tom Green. Hey, Chrome, when's your next mixtape? Oh, DJ Chisel, what's up, buddy? I don't know. I've been playing around with my mixes. So DJ Chisel's a DJ friend of mine. I'm in the midst right now, DJ Chisel, of I wiped all the music off my DJ computer and I'm starting fresh because I'm so far out of the club game, obviously, that my music library was so packed full of stuff that I used to play. That's not anything that I would want to play today. So I deleted everything. I kept it all on an external drive, and I'm going to start fresh with things that I want to play today. So it's been a bit of a challenge and a bit of a process, but I've downloaded tons of new music, and I probably have another couple of months of sorting through everything while still continually downloading all the new stuff, just trying to reorganize it. That way, when I start to make some mixes and stuff like that online or whatever I ended up doing, I'm going to have a fresh library without the confusion of years and years and years and years and years of music that I'll never play again. If you're a DJ on this channel, you'll understand that of just compiling music of a lifetime on your computer, it just gets too much, especially when you don't. I mean, it's different when you're playing constantly because you can keep your folders up to date, but mine are so 4 years ago, you know? Aaron just said Jackery has huge deals on this week with Prime Days. So yes, if you guys are looking at one of those Jackery, I'm not talking about it. They're not paying me to talk about it right now. I'm not talking about it. Go back and look at the video yesterday. Yeah, I don't like to talk about that stuff. They pay me for advertising on this channel, and I don't want to give them any more without being paid. You know, that's the thing about having a sponsor. They pay you to say something. Chrome, you're building a fire tonight. No, I'm not building a fire tonight. Earl said, do I ever let Chrome mate with a girl dog? He's humped a lot of girls. He's human girls. Cruz barking in the van? No, Cruz is pretty good. He's probably sleeping in the van. He had a run around morning this morning, and he's been running around the campsite since we got here, so he's probably sleeping in the front seat. I got all the fans on and the roof vent on. The van's decent temperature in there. When am I coming to Windsor, Ontario? I'm not sure if we're going through there. What is Windsor? Huh. Maybe. William, welcome to the channel. I always like seeing new people. So YouTube hasn't been doing very good, and this isn't just a me thing. YouTube hasn't been sharing a ton of the van life content recently. Like, I know I have friends of mine that have channels that are in the camping realm, and any friend around me that has a YouTube channel, YouTube's just not suggesting it out like they once did. So we've all taken a really, really, really big hit on YouTube. So anytime I hear the chance that someone new's found us, I really, really appreciate you guys being here. New ink on my fingers, Chrome? Yes, says loud, because this guy is just loud sometimes. And this is all coming up. I talked about this earlier in the video, and I got the word broken written right across there. Sounds like a rooster, doesn't it? Bark, 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 bark. Sorry, guys. Having a conversation with the chicken over there. Pretty sure that's a beagle. Yep, it's got a white end of the tail. Looks like a beagle. Bark. Chrome, you're looking thin, tanned, and tattooed. Thank you. Am I coming to Quebec City? Yes, I will be. And because my girlfriend's from that area, she will probably work on doing a meetup out in Quebec City somewhere at some point. So yes, we will be out in Quebec City at some point on our way back on these travels for sure. Sorry, guys, I don't want to talk about Jackery. Are you coming to the States at some time in my van life future somewhere? Someone just said the cat lady's not dead. Most definitely a beagle. They tend to howl. I used to have a beagle. My first dog I ever had was a beagle. He was pretty cute, but holy did he howl. When I used to leave my apartment, like they used to get complaints from like 3 floors up from me at the far end of the building. His howl pierced through the whole building when he was a puppy. It was crazy. Am I coming to the UK? Probably not in my van. The cat lady van's like, I'm here. She's not dead. Maggie, I don't mind asking general questions about Jackery if you have questions about the product itself, but not about sales and stuff like that. Jackery pays me to do advertising on my channel, and I don't want to turn my live streams into an advertisement for them. I definitely have no problems talking about the product if you have questions about how it works and how I like them. But other than that, I made a video at the beginning of yesterday's video if you want to know anything about sales. Truth and All has a little crush on the cat lady Van, I see. He says, cat lady, you are so beautiful. So yeah, we're hoping to maybe give some heads up on some of our meetups, especially through Ontario, because I know that there's a lot of cross-border stuff. Like someone just said, they're from Detroit, which is pretty close to Windsor. And I did that in my Toronto meetup last year. I had a bunch of people come up from the US to my Toronto meetup because Toronto's pretty close to a lot of big cities in the US. So we'll try to give as much heads up as we can when it comes to the Toronto ones for sure. You guys still see me? I like how this camera shifts focus though. Like it'll focus on one thing. If you look sometimes when you move, it's like a cell phone camera. It's way better than the camera that's in my laptop. I really like it. Can we access your playlists or my music? Yes. If you go to my website at vancityvanlife.ca, there's a link there to my DJ mixes. All those mixes are super old, but I do have some DJ mixes from my past. I think they go from like 2016 back. There are some wicked mixes on there though. Yeah, so the links are on there. If not, I'll type it in here. If not, the site is hearthis.at/DJ Chrome or mixcloud.com/DJ Chrome. I'm going to pin the Hear This one. I'll pin this one to the top. So I pinned my hearthis.at one. Where did I get my vinyl stickers done? If you're talking about the stickers that I sell, the ones on my van were done on Vancouver Island at A to Z Graphics and Designs. But the stickers that I do sell myself, those stickers are from stickernut.ca. Hey guys. Yeah, my new ones. If you're talking about my stickers, those new ones were done at stickernut.ca. They're a really good company. They're just a family-based business in Invermere, British Columbia, and they ship, I don't know if they ship to the States, but they definitely do ship Canada-wide at stickernut.ca. Good people. They've done my stickers since I started my channel. How many kilometers are on my van? My van's slowly climbing up there. So right now there's 330,000 kilometers on my van. I bought my van at 165,000 kilometers 5 years ago. So it's got 330,000 kilometers now. How's my dog? My dog's great. He was just here being a giant jerk. I just threw him in the van. Am I going to meet Emmy's parents? Maybe. Emmy's parents don't speak English, so I could sit there in front of them and say anything I wanted, and they would have zero idea what I said. They don't speak English, so Me and Emmy joked about that one. I'm like, oh, really? They don't understand a thing? So I could just sit there and talk about all the things I shouldn't? She's like, yeah, my parents would never understand anyway. What's my opinion on Overland trailers? Everybody's got their own thing, man. I've seen some really epic little trailers, like I've seen some Overland style, like teardrop ones that were like jacked up and had roof and solar panel things on it. Yeah, I think that stuff is super awesome. Truth and All says, just say maple syrup. Yeah, there's a vehicle out there for everybody. Some people, like vans. They like minivans, big vans, small vans, or they just need a Unimog or whatever it is. There's an option for everyone. And I'm a big fan of some of the truck campers I've seen, or some of the trucks with just a canopy that have built campers in the back that have been awesome. But those overland trailers is something I don't see much out on the trail, but I do run into those kind of things just out on a backcountry road, like just off a Forest Service road, but I've never seen them when they're deeper out in the trail. I'm not sure how capable those trailers are. I have seen some YouTube videos where those overland trailers are super capable. I've just never seen one on the trail myself. Phyllis asked me, why did I get the tattoo broken on this hand? Because I've been busted broken my whole life, and I've worked my butt off for years to correct that. But it's my reminder sometimes that, there's a piece of me inside that may still be broken, so be careful. I don't know. I spent a lot of time in my life feeling like I was just a failure. You know what I mean? Like I would never be anything. And people in my whole life always told me that I was just a piece of garbage. And I spent a ton of my life when I was younger just thinking that I was broken. So this thing has a ton of different meanings. A ton of different meanings. Doesn't have one specific meaning. So I've been thinking about, I wanted to put something here for the longest time. And, this just, something happened the other day, and this just kind of just was a reminder on how fragile the heart and stuff like that can be. So that got popped on there. It's got multiple meanings. I have very little tattoos on my body that have meaning. Very little. A lot of them are just artwork that I like. What's the farthest south that I've traveled, and do you intend to head that way anytime? So the farthest south I've ever been, not in my van, has been California, like in a vehicle, California. But that was many, many years ago, and that was not in my van. Farthest south I've been in my van is Canada. Is the border of the US and Canada. That's it. I haven't crossed over into the US in my van. Hold on, guys. I got to put some sunblock on my face. Whew. Sitting out here in the sun, man, my face is getting a little bit of color. Whew. ARB now makes a rear locker for Sprinter vans. Wicked. That's what I have. I have an ARB locker in my van. So if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I bought another branded locker from Yukon, and that was in my van initially, and it broke the first time I used it. And the guy at the suspension shop said I should have just did ARB from the beginning because they make a really good air locker. So that's what's in my van right now. For those of you who don't know what an air locker is, on a two-wheel drive van, in the back, when one tire gets into something spinny, like say mud, and this tire sits on the ground, the one that has the most movement is the one that turns. The one that sits on the ground sits still. So when you're stuck, it doesn't make sense to me. Usually it should be the one that's got traction should turn when this one doesn't. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Long story short, if you're driving, one tire starts to spin, this one stops spinning in the back, turn on your locker. Now both tires will turn, getting you, at least helping you get out with two wheels a turn. So now I consider my van a 2x4 instead of 4x4. So yeah, having an air locker is pretty amazing. Check out the video that I posted yesterday. It showed me using my air locker many times in that video. It was really, really great. Carl says you rarely avoid talk of U.S. travel. So the reason why I don't talk about U.S. travel or do any U.S. travel is because Canada is absolutely incredible. There is so much to see here in this country. And the way I look at it, I'm 47 years old. I'm hoping to do van life until they take my license away when I'm 75 or however old I'm going to be before they say you can't drive anymore, old man. So my plan is to just travel Canada, get this place out of my system. Once I feel satisfied of traveling Canada, then cross over into the US. I don't feel the need to bounce around from country to country and just, it seems to be a lot of travel for, you know what I mean? When I would rather just spend my time here. On that note, if we get miserable winters in Vancouver, if Vancouver ends up getting crappy winters in the years to come, I will without a doubt come down to the US just to get away from the crappy weather winters. So we go back to Vancouver because winters are easy on the West Coast. But if we do happen to start getting bad winters, I'm going to Arizona. Simple as that. Last year was the first year I debated on just jumping the border. We'll come down there sooner or later, guys. Don't worry. Oh, Rachel, nice to have you on the stream. Thanks for the super chat. Almost didn't make it. Thanks for taking us along this amazing trip. Much love. I really appreciate that. Hold on. Should have did this earlier. Whoa. Whew. How we doing? We doing good? My face look burnt? I've been in the sun all day today. Probably not a good idea to do the live stream in the sun. What's the weather there? Jessica, can you not see? Jessica, can you see? I'm putting sunblock on the live stream. I'm pretty sure that answers your question. Yeah, the East Coast trip has been rather incredible. Kindred Concepts. I'm going to paint me. Wicked. Here's in the back of my neck. The sun's coming right at my face right now. Look at this white farmer tan. Yes, it's probably hot. It is very hot out here. Not very hot. It's comfortably warm out today. Temperature today in the beating sunshine, which I'm going to regret after this live stream. I know it. I'm going to regret when I wake up in the morning. Oh, little puppy. Oh, no way. It's hotter than that here. Are you serious? That's all it is? Oh, I'm not telling you what it is. It says it's only 18 degrees. This can't be right. It's warmer than 18 degrees Celsius. I'm putting sunblock on and look at my face. 18 degrees Celsius. Come on. Angie, hey family. I don't have any stickers for sale right now, but I do have patches that are available on my website, vancityvanlife.ca. No stickers available right now. Sorry, guys. Your van has the 4.6 V8 engine, right? But would you like to put in a bigger engine in it? Abso-freaking-lutely. If I had the chance and my engine blew in my van and I could throw a V10 in it right now, I would 100% throw a V10 in mine. That would solve all of my power problems. So that's my biggest complaint about my van is the lack of power. Oh yeah, if I could squeeze the V10 in this thing, I would do it. So when and if this engine ever blows, that's the one that's going in it. I think I should get off this live stream. This sun's really starting to hit my face pretty hard. It didn't bother me until it just started to get down at eye level. When it was above, wasn't so bad. Sorry, guys. It's getting a little hot. And if I spin the camera around, it gets really dark over there. What's for dinner? I'm actually gonna have smokies for dinner. So I bought some buns and some smokies, and I'm just gonna fry up some smokies. I don't really have a lot of groceries in my. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get out of the sun. I don't really have many. Oh, that's not so bad. Maybe I will turn around. There's that chicken again. We don't unplug you guys. 1 sec. Ooh, we're okay. All right. Okay, now I don't look as red. Oh, I feel better now. I'm gonna have Smokies for dinner tonight. Robin says you love my van. You hope that I will keep it indefinitely. I am a big fan of my van, but I've also been in it for 5 years. Do I love this thing? With every piece of my heart. Am I in the market to sell it? No. If someone gave me an offer right now that was way more than I think it's worth, I don't think I would sell it. I think I'd still say no. I really, really like this van. I think the reason why I like this van so much is it's given me everything that I have in my life. It's gotten me out of debt, given me my YouTube channel, because if I didn't start uploading van content, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I think there's a lot of sentimental value attached to that thing, and I don't think I could sell it. Maybe it's just something that'll just sit in my shop in years to come, and I'll build another van to live in. Would I love a Ford Econoline van extended with a V10 engine and a pop top? Yes. If you know of one for sale, let me know. I would. If I found the V10 version of this with low kilometers, no rust, and extended, no windows, I would probably without a doubt take a look at that one for sure. Yeah, where's Cruz? Cruz is in the van. He's being a dick. If you guys want to see Cruz, watch the replay or just scroll back on this live stream a bit. He's been running around playing on the video here, but he started to become a jerk, so I put him in the van. Why didn't I not do this side before? Oh, that's right, because the sun was beating down on this side and the image wasn't very good. Linda, thank you. My van's a museum piece. I feel like it deserves to be a museum piece after all the adventuring through Canada it's been. So good. Trent, I really appreciate you saying that. Trent just said, please video every day. I'm hooked. So I used to do videos every day, and it is an insane amount of work that I just don't want to put in anymore. So right now, I think I'm going to try to do five, 6 videos a week and maybe a live stream. I love making YouTube videos. It's like the highlight of my day. I am sorry, Emmy, if you're still watching this. I can see Emmy going, what? What? YouTube's the highlight of your day? What about me? Okay, leave the relationship out of this, but YouTube is definitely the highlight of my day. I love turning my camera on and talking to you guys. I love filming and creating something. I love the way it makes my mind think, and my mind is always running when I'm filming, and to me, that is very satisfying for someone who has a brain that doesn't know how to slow down. Someone asked me where Emmy is. Emmy was watching this live stream earlier. I don't know if she's still here. But I really enjoy the process of YouTube. YouTube is highly therapeutic for me. It calms me down as a person. And I'm very hyperactive inside, and my brain always needs to do something. So the video filming process and the video editing process calms a ton inside of me, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So slowing down in videos was something I tried, and I made it 5 months of making every other day videos, and I realized that it's not for me. I need to go back and make a lot more content because I'm more satisfied with my day. I mean, I do enough cool things in my van life that, we could easily, bust a video out every day. It's the editing that is hard. I could film every day, but it's the editing part to make that video go live, which is extremely time consuming. Filming my day is easy because you're just running around filming your day. Sure, getting the really cool shot, like propping your camera up on the trail, putting cameras underneath, and getting multiple shots of opening up a door because you want to edit it like there was 5 camera guys. That takes time, but it's also not as hard as the edit. It's the editing part that takes forever. There's that chicken over there again. How's Starlink? We're doing Starlink right here on this live stream. You tell me how it is. Pretty excited about it. Sorry, I'm hearing weird things. There's a chicken. I heard some in the bush over there. I don't know what's going on around here. Have you had lobster? Have you had a lobster roll being on the East Coast? No, I haven't had any. I lied. I had fish and chips, but is that really considered seafood? I haven't had any like lobster or anything like that at all on this East Coast trip so far. I'm not really a big seafood guy. I know eating like lobster on the East Coast is different than eating Atlantic Ocean lobster on the West Coast because it gets fishy flavored by the time it gets there. But no, I haven't had any at all. You and Emmy should get a double side long bus. 1 week you drive where you want, and next Emmy. We should get a double-sided long bus. A bus? A bus. What are we gonna do with a bus? You imagine me romping through those backcountry trails in a bus? No, buses are just way too big. Did blackout affect Starlink? Just curious. No. So yesterday's video, I would have normally uploaded previous Starlink on my cellular data, but the Rogers, my cell phone provider, had a full Canada-wide blackout, and I uploaded that video thanks to Starlink. If it wasn't for Starlink, there wouldn't have been a video yesterday. You know, like there's everything. Like you couldn't use any debit machines or anything like that. All the debit machines were down across Canada. It was a gong show. But thank you to Starlink, I was able to work yesterday, which was pretty damn beautiful. Yeah, that's amazing. A drunken owl. That's what it sounds like, a drunken owl, doesn't it? It's crazy. What tools do I use to edit? I have a MacBook Pro, which I'm on right now. This is a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I edit on Adobe Premiere. It's really good. I really like Adobe Premiere. You can park a quad in the back of the bus. I can also get a temporary trailer for this thing and haul it for the times that I want to take the quad out. Instead of a bus, I'm in for that. I think a quad is a good idea. Me and Emmy actually had this discussion because I've been getting the itch to do something else. So a kayak has been on the brain, and a quad. Even pre having Emmy around, I've been talking about adding a quad to my life because I thought maybe it might be fun to chain up the trailer once in a while from the shop, go out and book around and take the quad with me on some trips, and then just leave it at the shop for the times that I don't want to use it. What's great for about having a shop on Vancouver Island is we can leave stuff like that and take it out on trips when I need to take them out on trips. But then the thought also came up about getting a side-by-side, because having a side-by-side means that Emmy can come with me, and I could probably put Cruzy in the back of the side-by-side, and we all can go out and bomb up the trail. So these have just been thoughts. But then other thoughts have been popping in my mind, like getting a boat. Seen that boat? The boat that was in a video, that inflatable little Zodiac thing that we took out on the ocean with our subscriber, Andy. Andy, if you're watching this, thank you for that. It's a memory I'll never forget. That's been on my mind too. I'm like, I'll maybe get a little boat for the shop. Take it all, bomb it around the ocean coves on Vancouver Island. We do have the shop space to put a boat, and we do have the shop space to leave a boat when we're not using it. And the shop is centrally located on Vancouver Island, means that we could take it out, put it on the ocean anytime we want. We'll get a kayak first. Let's start with that. Kayak's cheap. I can do cheap. Sailboat. Not quite there yet. I don't have a ton of experience when it comes to boats, big boats like that. And it's never been something I've spent time on. Oh, yeah, Heather, now you're going to make me, I'll have no room for anything at the shop. I'll have a quad. I'll have some jet skis. And, man, I'm going to need a bigger shop and more subscribers, because there's no way I can afford to buy all that stuff. I can afford to buy a kayak right now for sure. How about another e-bike for Emmy? Yeah, I mean, if another e-bike company wants to reach out to Emmy and give her an e-bike, and we'll be good to go. So I got my e-bike that's at my shop right now. I got that through a company that just wanted some advertisement, and I love that bike. That Merkava bike, whoo, so cool. So yeah, because they're looking for an e-bike, Merkava, Merkava. That thing is super cool. The reason why I didn't bring the e-bike with me is because I don't want to leave something like that dangling off the back of my van when I'm bombing through the bush, because I'm going to break it or break my van or break the carrier that it's on. I'm not easy with my van, so hauling an e-bike around with me in those off-road experiences is going to be hard on it. So that's why it's just at the shop. I use it for just like breaking some stress of the shop when I want to whip up the street and get some fresh air. Todd, good question, Todd. Todd just asked me what fridge am I using. So all this stuff is coming out in an upcoming video. I have a fridge problem. So the fridge that's in the back of my van, people have been asking me for a long time what kind of fridge that is, and I usually just avoid it because they don't sell it anymore. I got a fridge from a company called Unique. When I bought the fridge, I didn't get it on a brand deal. When I bought the fridge, the second I bought it, discontinued. And I ended up messaging them. I'm like, hey, you know, blah, 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 just talking with them. And they're like, oh, we don't make that anymore. I'm like, what? I just put it on my channel. People want to know where they can buy it. He's like, no, we don't sell it. Really? They ended up just removing the line. Anyway, it's been in my van now for multiple years, taking a butt whooping, and I'm having some problems with it. So it's from a brand called Unique. They're Canadian. And so my van's been, my fridge has been, you know, in the gutter. And so I've been having nothing but problems with it. You'll see all this stuff in upcoming videos. So I'm getting a new fridge. And I ended up reaching out to the company Iceco because they have a fridge that fits the same footprint, the same space as mine. And I'm getting the Iceco fridge freezer, and it has dual doors. So it's got a fridge has its own door and a freezer has its own door. If you've been watching, you know that my fridge and freezer has one door, meaning that the temperature kind of bleeds over between the two on the inside. That lid doesn't quite seal them 100% right off. So I am getting another fridge. But yeah, you guys are what, just about 2 hours into my live stream. Not everybody pressing replay is watching 2 hours on the replay. So I know most people aren't going to see this stuff anyway, but yeah, those videos are coming out. And NB Rider 1, thanks for the super chat. Hey pal, here's a little tip for some fuel. This is Devin from your Patreon. Oh, what's up, Devin? Enjoy the remaining part of your Nova Scotia trip. I absolutely will. Thanks for the super chat. Smithies, thank you. Big fan for years. You inspired me for years to live in my 4Runner and start a channel last year. Any big plans after you get back out west? No. By the way, guys, go click on that guy's link and go subscribe to his channel. Any big plans when I get back out west? Just build the ambo. That's my only plan, is to go spend some time at the shop and start building some things. And I know Emmy's got some ideas about building some cabinets and stuff inside of her van. So I don't know what her plan is with that. But looks like there's going to be quite a big series of shop videos when we get back to the shop, working on the ambo, doing some repairs on here and some changes to this thing at the same time. We're going to make really good use of the winter season this year. So when this thing comes out next year, it'll be bigger, better, stronger. And it seems to be that's what winters are for. Winters are for making those little tweaks so the next year's travel is a little bit better. I think next year there might be a tandem kayak mounted to the roof of this thing, allowing us to go out on the lakes. Wait till you see a video coming up. Super damn cute. I got Cruz on a kayak. He sat there like a champ too. So yeah, I've been really thinking about adding a tandem kayak to my life. So well, guys, we've been on here for just about 2 hours. My live streams lately have been 1 hour long. I have been the king of short live streams lately. I used to be the king of long ones, not so much anymore. But anyway, guys, let me grab a few more here. I have to have my 6.3 liter V10 bulletproofed ASAP. Whew, that's a good engine, that one. That's a damn good engine. Did you stop my squeaking leaf springs yet? No, but hopefully the repair shop that's taking my van next week will get that fixed up for me. I hope so. Yeah. Anyway, guys, sorry, I just keep reading more and more questions here. Are all your van speakers studio speakers? Yes. So the speakers I have 2 speakers inside of my van. They're the Yamaha HS5s. They're studio speakers that are meant to be in a home, and they actually have very low power draw. So if you're looking for powered quality speakers for your van, try looking at pro audio places that sell like band and studio gear, and try testing the power on a pair of studio monitors. That's what's in my van, and they pull like 60 watts or something in use. They're amazing and they sound so good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me here on a Sunday. Hopefully this stream came out super, super clear. Sorry for all the shaking. It's my feet. My feet have a problem. They can't stop. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please do. Hit that subscribe button and that little bell and follow us through all of our madness. And I'm excited to get back to that shop. I told Emmy the other day that I missed the shop. I admit it, I do miss it. I want to go back and go play with that ambulance a little bit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys probably on a video tomorrow. All right? See you soon.